All right, we're going to do a run through of Smile by Uncle Kracker. I'm going to do the chords a little bit differently than some of the other folks that I've seen on posts. And for one, I don't use capos. I'm very fortunate if I can find a pick around here, let alone a capo. Also, you know, you're going to be out at campfires and people's living rooms and kitchens and wherever the hell. And once people start to hear you play guitar, they're going to throw you their guitar and they're going to say, "Here, play this." And you're going to say, "My God, where's my capo?" And then you're screwed, right? So we don't want to get into that if we can avoid it. Personal preference. I mean, if you're using a capo, great, wonderful. Personally, I like to be lean, travel light, and find a guitar and be able to play it and sing it. And I also find that stretching to recorded keys when you're starting to sing makes you a better singer down the road. So it's kind of some pluses, but it's a bit of work. You need to learn some more chords, but nonetheless. So this is a kind of easy way to play it, and I'll show you why, and I'll play through and break it down. All right. You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your light. Cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right. Completely unaware, nothing can compare to where you set me. Lets me know that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. In the moments where my good times start to fade, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. Make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like a golden, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Right, and that's about it. So the whole song follows those chords. It doesn't do anything else. There's a bit of a bridge, but it's the same patterns again. So I'm just going to work based on what I played there and just kind of break it down. First chord's an E chord. I'm kind of assuming you know it. I'm going to get a little bit closer, but so your E is pretty basic. It should be one of the first chords you learn going through. Your next chord is going to be a B. Now, traditionally a B, if you're going to play it in a bar chord format, which we're going to try to avoid for this song, by the way, that's the pattern. I'm going to leave the B string wide open. It's a B chord. I'm going to leave the B wide open, so I've got an extra B in there. That's the sound, basically. So you're kind of doing, if you think of it as far as, you know, if you're playing, well, let's go to the next one first. So the next one's an A chord. Now, traditionally, you're going to play an A like this, but I'm going to drop off the, the B as well. I'm going to leave that open. So we're going to have the B. So it makes it a little more melodic and it kind of opens it up a bit. So I don't know, I find it pretty cool to play it like that. Now the A, of course, is the same as if you know your E minor chord. Play your E minor, take both strings. Instead of playing it on the A and the D string, play it on the D and the G string. All right, so that's kind of the chords. So your E, your B, and you're not playing your E. So again, if you watch where my finger is on this B, it's kind of dumbing it down, right? So when I strum it, you don't really hear it, right? And then the A. So anyways, the only other chords in here, there's an F sharp minor, which you kind of have to play. So the F sharp minor comes in, nothing can compare to where you send me, lets me know that it's okay. So if you think of an F sharp minor, you know your E minor, again, like we talked about. So E minor. And then if you just slide that, play it, instead of playing it with these two fingers, play it with your pinky and your ring finger. So if you've played it like this, slide it up one. So it goes from E minor, F minor, F sharp minor. Okay, I'm going to show you the same thing on the C sharp minor in a minute. Now try, this is what kills people out of bar chords. They say, "Oh man, it's so hard, I can't get that finger down." Well, you know what? Get the top finger down and just don't hit the other ones if you can't. Just, like if I'm hitting that, mute those three strings until you get the strength down. Doesn't sound that bad. Not as good as, but you can get through without it, right? And then the next one is, the other chord in here is a C sharp minor. So C sharp minor is like an A minor chord. If you were to play it, change the positions of your fingers. So you've got the same deal here again. A minor, right? A sharp minor, B minor, C minor, C sharp minor. So again, the C sharp minor comes in in the main chorus. So you make me smile like a soul, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, and dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like a gold, buzz like a tree. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Remember to keep those chords open. So in effect, I mean, you've got some bar chords, but my advice on the bar chord, if you can't nail it, get the chord down, right? Get the root. Rest of them, you know, they can follow later on. Get your hand strength down. Spend a lot of time just doing this, right? See if you can hit them all, right? But anyways, and it's not so much your finger, by the way, it's got a lot to do with your thumb, and a lot of people forget that, right? It's about leverage. It's not about the strength of your hand and the power. These bar chords are all about leverage. Without bar chords, you're going to be really limited, and with them, you can play anything, no capos, any key, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So that's about it. The only other thing is the pattern, the strumming pattern. I tend to go easy at the beginning, so you're better than the best. Just straight up chords, right? Just you're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your light, cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right. So think of where the main beat is. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you hit the ones on the downstroke, and that'll give it the drive. So, and then the other part, because we're doing the straight chords, we just kind of keep it quiet, right? You sing it. Everybody loves to sing the choruses of songs because nobody can remember the verses. So that's when you want to make it real loud. And to make it loud, we're going to use our right hand palm mute, and I do this quite a bit, about an inch out, and I'm going to kind of go back and forth with it. So, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like, sing like a bird, fall out of bed. So, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. So it's, that's all I'm doing, right? Right? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It sounds really good with that open B string too, right? And you're going to find, with those 3 chords, you're going to find about 30 tunes in there within a couple of months that you're going to be going, holy cow, man. So it's like, you know, there must be some kind of way out of here, said the joker to the thief. You know, there's all kinds. So you add in 1 G chord, you take that B I showed you in the A, and it sounds great. And that song, by the way, I just taught you because that is every chord in it, and that's the way it pretty much goes. Except you may stop outside in the cold distance. Anyway, so that's the groove. Again, play your songs quiet, build them up, and give them momentum. And sometimes on acoustic guitar, you can't get loud, so sometimes the best way to get loud is to get quiet and stop for a second, and everybody's kind of dead, and it's, you know, just different dynamics that you can do on a guitar to really get people's attention. So you got to work with what you have and use them, right? And hopefully you're learning some stuff. And subscribe, give me comments if there's anything in particular anybody wants to hear. I'm kind of new around here, so you know, I've been playing for a lot of years, but I haven't had anything online up until about a month. So I'm just working at it. So hopefully you'll drop by again, and we'll talk later. Thanks.